As for my dad, he left when the boys were still tiny. Travelling salesman. Loved fast women, slow horses and a bloody good drink. Then when I was 15, me mum popped her clogs, leaving yours truly to bring up 3 kids on my own, and we were lucky to keep out of the workhouse. War broke out a few weeks later and Hilda got a bit of shop work for the fella I was a day girl for at the time. Reggie and Len were both still at school but picked up a few pennies doing errands and that, so we managed to all stay together. At 23, I met and married my husband, Arthur. He was the same age as me and worked as a tea taster after being in India when he got conscripted in 1917. In 1928, after a few years of trying, we had twin girls, Dorothy and Doreen. When they was born, they were so tiny, the doctor told us only one would survive, and they were going to let one of them go. Well, we wasn't having none of that, so we kept the pair of them in shoeboxes next to the fire and managed to pull both of them through. Then come the war years, the next war years, I should say. By this time, we was living with Art's cousins on Morilla Road. They had the downstairs, we had the upstairs, except we got bombed out, first night of the Blitz. Dozens were killed in a shelter round the corner in Albion Way, and our street got badly damaged too. Funny thing happened just after the war. Emma, one of Art's cousins we was living with, married a chap Yacht, they used to call him, from round Crystal Palace way. Here we all are at their wedding. You can see our Doreen and Dot at the front there. Anyway, it was at this very wedding Dorothy met her husband-to-be, Yacht's nephew George, who just happened to be the family war hero. Here's a few snaps that might interest you. Stationed in the Med and the Middle East he was, pilot and bombers, and providing air support to Monty for the North Africa campaign and El Alamein. Lovely bloke he was, Georgie. Died in 2017, well into his 90s. Had a bit of trouble keeping it in his pants sometimes, but don't give as good as she got. Here's a picture of their wedding back in 1947. Our Doreen, she got married in 1950 to a fella called Ron. Won't talk too much about him, least said, soonest mended, as the saying goes. He'd been a bit too young to serve in the war, but got called up to the Navy just after and stayed on as a regular until 1955, by which time they'd had their first baby. This has been part 2, as I said. Follow for part 3 tomorrow, or watch the full 6-minute story now in the main channel.